If you're here, you're more than likely interested in how to be a successful property investor. At this point, you're probably getting a lot of Facebook ads and being bombarded by emails daily from all the sales animals out there. So we understand you're a little sceptical, or maybe have some trust issues, or you may even have had a bad experience with others. So what I'm going to do is, if you stay to the end of this short webinar, we promise you a free gift. My name's Barry John Corr, and along with my wife Leanne have co-created the Property Consultancy. We're multiple business owners and have been active property investors for the last 20 years, building a multi-million-pound portfolio in the process. Over the years, we've attended some educational courses, self-development courses and business courses, spending six figures in the process. Some were good and beneficial and others not quite so much. So we know what's missing here. We're often asked for the help and the guidance for anything property related, which prompted the creation of the Property Consultancy. So having listened to the frustrations and problems that others face, we've created a unique method of learning which will be tailored to the individual needs. Our programs are designed to help people of all levels, whether you're a complete novice starting out, maybe you're looking for a side hustle, maybe you're looking to scale and grow your business, or you may already be an experienced investor. So allow me to give you a little about myself. We're based in Glasgow and have 20 years experience of property investing. We've been full-time in property now for the past 6 years, and we bought our first investment property at the age of just 19. Back in the day, all we did was buy, refurb and sell for a profit, quite often making a £15,000 profit and then spending it quicker than we could even say it, to be honest. It's what you do when you're young, I suppose, and I'm sure I'm not alone when I say that. Some of you may or may not know that once upon a time, in my younger days, I was a professional footballer, starting at Celtic and then on to Motherwell before dropping into the Championship. The classic journeyman, if you like. It was then as a part-time footballer, and this forced me into creating an additional income, which I would encourage all sportsmen to do. Our bathrooms and kitchen business very quickly took over my part-time football salary, and eventually dropped out of football at the age of just 26. Over the years, that business grew into full refurbs, extensions, conversions. And like I said, in the early years, all we did was buy, refurb and sell for a profit. And once we got the profit, we were spending it on crazy holidays, cars and ridiculous clothes like you can see here. It was only about 5 years ago that we decided now to take things seriously and began buying and flipping a lot more aggressively, as well as holding on to property. Very quickly, our portfolio grew into a £1 million plus, and that's not the best part of it. Here's the best thing. We have actually done this without touching any of our own money. Now work that one out. We can get ultra creative when raising finance, and the way some of our deals are structured will blow your mind. Even to this day, we're still educating solicitors and estate agents who still live in the dark ages. You just don't know what you don't know. It's a well-known saying, but so true. The cash flow from our portfolio has given us the freedom to live the life that we want. Buying and holding high-performing assets is a strategy we'll never shy away from. So that's myself, footballer to investor. Now, some of the challenges you're going to come up against, and everyone will hit a wall at some point. Most will do one of three things. Number one, you'll try and figure out all on your own and find a solution, which you will because you've got that entrepreneur mindset. And this type have that inner belief that no matter what obstacles get put in their way, they have that creative mind. On the other hand, some will go down the road of fake it until you make it. This type seem to post frequently on social media about fake cars, expensive holidays, fake deals, fake investing. They post in lies, but ultimately they trip themselves up as they forget their own bullshit. And the third type, they'll hire a mentor or a coach. Now, imagine working with someone who actually does what you want to do successfully and has the knowledge and creativity that you need. Imagine they have the whole team, the whole package and experience to help you get the same results. Now, this is where we come in. We specialise in helping people accelerate and scale up their property journey much faster than they expected. However, you must be willing to do the work too. Now, nothing's impossible. Even the word itself says, I'm possible. Everyone all sees the results. They don't see all the hard work that's get put into it. They don't see the persistence, all the failures, the sacrifice, disappointments, the hard work and dedication you put in. People don't see all that. They won't see how all the moving parts go. All they see is the success at the top. We've heard as well that age is a problem, which I'm here to tell you it is not, unless you're a wing. We receive messages daily from people, some in their 30s, who feel that they've missed the opportunity to find success, and it's insane. It's never too late. Now, 30 is usually that age where people seem to accept their lot. They'll get married, they'll settle down, they'll build a family, and they'll stay put in their jobs. It doesn't have to be that way. For a lot of people in their 20s are where it's all supposed to happen. Now, have you ever asked yourself why others are moving forward in property and you're not? You're simply plateauing. So have you ever felt like this, where you're working long hours for little wages? Maybe you're working for a horrible boss who doesn't appreciate you. You're living paycheck to paycheck. You're wanting out of that rat race, out of the job, which stands for just over broke. You're missing all the kids' school activities because you're always working. You've got no pension, a long time ago here. You deserve a better life. You've been trying to do everything on your own. You've done training before, but maybe the course didn't quite deliver what you'd hoped. You're constantly chasing the next shiny object. Now, if this is you need great, relevant mentoring. Now, let us help you scale up at a pace and improve the lifestyle that you desire. Leanne and I have a mission to help as many people grow and accelerate their property knowledge as we possibly can. As I'm sure you're already aware, there's so many education courses available out there today. Some will charge huge sums of money, which may be out of reach for some, and offer a lot of general information crammed into a short space of time, a lot of which isn't relevant to what you need. And after the event, that's you out on your own with no ongoing support. So let's talk about why your last mentor experience didn't work out for you and why we are qualified to help you in a very logical way. Right now, everyone's pitching in motion and doing crazy ads. We're going to make this very relevant to you. And if you've never had a mentor before, we are going to save you a ton of heartache here, and you can thank us for that later. We believe that great mentoring, you need to set goals, have relevant coaching, have the guidance, relevant training, you need to be motivated, you need to be given the knowledge, more importantly, the support. If you do all that, you're on to a winner. Now, who is this for? It's for people who want more freedom. They want more time with the family to do things when you want. You want to have more disposable income. You want to learn more creative, modern strategies. We're going to show you how to raise finance in the most unconventional methods. You want to become a property investor and build long-term wealth. And who this is not for, it's for the type who aren't coachable, the Mr. or Mrs. Know-it-all. You hate doing things differently, you don't have an open mind, just you always think you know better than everybody else. It's for people who are not ready to get out of that comfort zone. You want another quick fix and you're not really going to do the work 100%. Some people might need their partner's permission to change as well. So over time, we've listened to the opinions and the frustrations that others have experienced. And so why are we different to others? So we believe that to be a mentor, you must have been down that path that your clients aspire to. We've been around the block in the property industry, experiencing some great highs and some painful lows. Like we say, we've spent 6 figures in different educational courses over the years too, to further develop ourselves. So we're well equipped with what people need and what is relevant today. We only teach what we have done, passing on real life experiences. So we've put together a package to support people of all levels of experience and knowledge. And here's the thing with our course, it's tailored to what you need. It's very much one-to-one support. Now, if you're paying a lot of money for coaching and they don't give you that attention, they don't care about you. It's that simple. It's like when you go to university and you put up your hand to ask a question and the lecturer ignores you. Now, the reason we know this is we could do one big group session, but our clients wouldn't get as much from it. It would be like competing in a red ocean, just like everyone else. So sure, we're giving ourselves more work, but we're also giving much, much greater value. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, here's another one, another property mentor selling the dream. So you're sceptical already, and that's fine. You've had bad experiences, or know someone who has. Or maybe you've seen all this before, and it's just all becoming the same mundane thing over and over. Now, there's a million reasons for you not to start. Taking that first step is definitely the most difficult, and so many will find an excuse or they'll listen to that voice in their head telling them not to do things, always putting them off. Some will try and climb 2 mountains at the same time, but you need to remain focused on what you want to achieve. There's so much noise and distraction out there, you just need to be careful who you follow. So how are we different? Well, we break things down and we simplify them. We take away all the irrelevant, complicated stuff that all the experts and the gurus tell you, and we streamline it. We take away all the fluff and we make it simple. A lot of mistakes we have made over the years, you're not going to make them because we're going to be on hand to guide you. Now, let's be honest, anyone can buy a property, but not everyone does so properly. Now, do you know what you're doing? Not everyone knows how to monetize and structure things properly. That's a big difference. Not everyone knows how to mitigate the risk. This is actually one of the things our clients get drummed into them very early on. Property isn't a get-rich-quick scheme like others like to believe. Some will try and run before they can walk. Now, we'll show you our proven steps to success. We'll show you what's working in our business right now so that you can apply it to yours. Now, we've built a solid foundation which has allowed us to really grow and work our way up the pyramid there. The best way to start in property is stop talking about it and let's start doing things. Let's start doing it. So how did we raise £1.5 million last year alone? Now, so you want to know how we attract private investment? Well, raising funds is one of our biggest assets. Raising funds is one of the most common challenges that investors will face. So here's the thing, we are constantly aggressive in what we do. It takes time, but as long as you apply the correct strategies that we tell you at the right time, you will build long-term wealth. Property isn't a hobby for us. It's not a get-rich-quick or maybe a this time next year, Rodney. It's about getting wealthy over a period of time, building a legacy for you and your family. Social media today is a massive part of our business, and if you use it properly, you can leverage that hugely in today's world. Like we say, last year we raised £1.5 million of private investment, mainly via social media. It can be powerful if done right. So let's touch on a couple of key points briefly. One is we're always honest and transparent. We're just genuine people who get shit done. And people can see that. Our investors are from all over the world these days. And investors are generally an educated bunch anyway, and can identify who is real and who's simply manufacturing something. One thing for sure is you're always on stage. And people are always watching you. At the end of the day, property is a people's business. Before they do business with you, they'll go and check you out on all the socials. So make sure your socials are kept tidy. One of the biggest myths is how people want to be perceived in socials. I touched on the fake brigade earlier, but you don't need to feel intimidated by others. It's not a competition with anyone. So don't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 15. It's your journey, no one else's. Now, in today's world, people want instant results. They've not got the patience or the work ethic to see it through. They've been trying to do everything and they end up doing nothing. There's so much to invest in these days. There's property, cryptocurrency, stocks and shares, health products, e-commerce, wine. I could go on and on. You can spin too many plates, getting zero results. Even within property, there's so many different strategies which can be overwhelming if you're trying to do them all initially. So they switch focus to the next shiny object, and like the old saying goes, if you chase too many rabbits, you catch none. There's so much noise out there at the moment that some don't know if they're coming or going. We keep hearing people say that now's the best time to invest in property, but let's be honest, when isn't? We truly believe that no matter what the current market throws at us, there's a successful strategy to fit. You know, a fall in one will see a rise in another. You can either play the game or you can let the game play you. A powerful statement. There's so many strategies available to us in today's market. That's why property is so great. What you're going to need as well is a power team. And we've got our in-house build team, which you'll get access to. Now, the building team is a huge barrier for many investors, not just new ones. For each strategy and location, your spec or refurb will vary. Now, we have this covered, with our in-house build team, which is a great ally to us as property investors. We'll take you through case studies to show you figures and appraisals. You also have access to all of that team. Once you sign up, you get a one-to-one experience that no one else is getting right now. You're going to get access to our team of experts in the field, the brokers, solicitors, accountants, builders, and much, much more. It's almost impossible for this not to work for you. Now, we work with you to push you to be successful. Now, here's some people that I've worked with us previously. Angela is saying the property consultancy provides straightforward, accurate training, which is supported by a wealth of knowledge and experience. The authentic approach is the reason to choose the property consultancy. Barry and Leanne exemplify trust. Here's Barry Kimmett. Working with Barry, John and Leanne as part of the property consultancy group has been fantastic for me. The value of the content they put across is amazing. It's a great insight into the world of property that will stand me in good stead for my own journey. The continued support you receive from them is first class. Andrew and Debbie Lindsay. Barry, John and Leanne Clore and the property consultancy have greatly helped extend our knowledge and drive in the property business. They're straight talking, open and honest individuals and highly experienced in all areas of property investment. They have all the examples to back them up and are happy to share their wealth of knowledge demonstrating their ability to deliver and succeed in property. Their support differs from other education and support programmes. And here's Ian McGill. Leanne and Barry pass on their considerable knowledge and experience at a pace which allows all of that wisdom to be fully absorbed. The quality of content is priceless, well delivered, and has already helped group members produce some big wins. I can only imagine where we'll be in a year's time. If you're seriously considering property as a career and are looking to learn from two of the very best hands-on professionals, I have no hesitation in recommending the property consultancy. Now, these are real people who are taking serious action. These guys are doing great things at the moment from working with us and will continue to do so by simply applying what we say. On the other hand, you'll see the type that are on every free forum, every free webinar, Facebook Lives, and they spend hours, days, weeks, years trying to improve and try and rinse every bit of free information as possible, and that is fine. But this type, they move at a snail's pace, if at all. They take in conflicting information from so many different sources and get overwhelmed by it all. Some will think it's too difficult because they're getting the wrong information. Now, this will lead to procrastinating and eventually quitting. We're seeing people trying to jump from one thing to another, looking for the quick pound. Let's be honest, some will always have that mindset of, I'm paying for nothing. That's fine, it's no problem, but we are presenting to you a golden opportunity here. Now, you can see from the image here, the action takers, they're kicking on, they're doing great things. Yeah, you've got all the talkers, who will not take action. They'll keep asking about, looking for free information, and like I say, they're going at a snail's pace. Now look at the difference and all that lost opportunity out there. So how can we help? You want that six-figure income. You want to spend more time with your family, your friends, be your own boss. You want to be financially secure. You want to travel more when you want. You want to have an impact on other people's lives. And who it's not for? You know, if you think you know it all and you're not willing to take that action, all you want to be is average. So let's just recap. And if you're interested and keen to get the relevant help and support that you've been looking for to start, scale, or even grow your property business, learning from real people who are doing real deals in the fastest way possible, click the link below. You know, you'll get that one-to-one call with either myself or one of the team to see if it's going to be the right fit for you. And if it's not, no problem. We're signing people up every month who are doing great things. So stop wasting time in months, even years, trying to do all this on your own. Have that help that you've craved. Have an experienced team to help and push you. Stop chasing all the get-rich-quick shiny objects and stop working too hard for not enough money. Start making some serious life changes. Like we say, we've spent six figures in education over the years. We've had mentors, some good, some not so much. Some information was completely irrelevant. We've took all the good points and we understand the frustrations that others face. We've put it all together in our proven programme. Not everyone's going to get accepted to work with us. We will not work with just anyone. We only want to take on clients who truly want to be successful. We're not interested in working with anyone who's not going to put in the work. We're not interested in anyone who's quite happy just to remain average. It must be the right fit for both parties. We've got a limited number of spaces. It's first come, first served. Like we said, we don't work in huge groups. We want the clients to get the most out of this. You owe it to yourself to have that life that you deserve. All the luxuries, the cars, the holidays, nice clothes. Upgrade your life. You only get one. You get one chance at this, guys. Just go and do it. Now, I promised you at the beginning, a gift if you watched it until the end. So thank you for watching and click on the link below to receive that gift.